Hello, welcome. My name is Macy Samra. I'm the owner and designer of DALMATA, and I have some things to say today, and I'm gonna talk my shit. Something happened this past week, and I just have a lot of thoughts about it, and I think it might create a nice dialogue. I hope that it does. That's my intentions with this, is to create dialogue in the jewelry community. Okay, so we started to get comments on a photo of our jewelry of people being incredibly rude and saying that this jewelry design was stolen, and that we are ripping off small brands. And to that I responded, we are a small brand? Like, I don't know what you guys think 161 followers, not 161, 161,000 followers means on Instagram. And TBH, like, right now, it doesn't mean a whole lot. We don't reach that whole audience. You know what I'm saying? We reach 10%, and then on a great day, 15%. I just want that to also be known, because that's another thing that I think needs to be talked about in the small business community on Instagram. So yeah, so we're getting comments that we had stolen this idea from this brand. And I went to go look at what we had stolen, I guess. And it was the person's jewelry was really cool. Like, TBH cooler than what our piece was. And also, may I say, not similar IMO. Like, you can say that, but it's like, it's two whole different vibes, I think. And we don't really need to get into like the nitpickies, because it's not about that. It's about the culture of small business Instagram. So yes. So I replied back to some comments, and I was like, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Like, I'm assuming you don't know us. I'm assuming you don't know DALMATA, because if you did, you would know stealing from a small brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all in this together. We're all trying to eat. We're all trying to create and get paid by it, because we live in a capitalistic society. Anywho, the comments continued, and I went to sleep, got off my phone, and woke up the next day, and there was another one, and this one was very fucking mean. And, that got me fired up. And I was like, okay, well, this person, like, where are these people coming from? So I go to look at the brand again, and I watched their story, because I hadn't previously. And they had posted a screenshot of the piece that they thought was stolen from them, and basically said, look at this, and look at the price, like, there's not even this many blah blah blah. They were insinuating that DALMATA had ripped off this person's idea and their design. And that really bummed me out, first of all. So I decided that I would record myself and send this person a video, so that they saw that I was a human being. I don't know, like, I wanted to bring some energy, good, I don't know what I was trying to do. I was just trying to be like, hey, like, this is me, and communicate, not through text, I think is very beneficial, like whether you can just hear my voice or you can see my body language. I sent this person a message and I basically said that this was very insulting, a little bit about myself, a little bit about the brand, a little bit about my journey, being a small business, you know, starting from making jewelry in my tiny fucking room, making jewelry for like a few people and just growing my business. Like, it's been just me. Like, I don't know if you guys know that, but it's just been me, like trying to grow my business and having people help me along the way as time progresses. Like, obviously now it's not just me, but like, I started from nothing, you know. I did go and ask my parents for money because I wanted some help. I wanted to get there faster. And my dad told me to fuck off. And I did. I went and fucked off and I put my head down and I made my dreams happen. See, you can see I'm getting fired up because it's really upsetting. Anyway, sent that message to them and they pretty much immediately replied and essentially said that they don't have control over what their followers do. And the only reason that they had posted that photo and said what they said was to do some sort of price comparison. But it was like, it wasn't like a price comparison where it was just like a wholesome, like, it was like, look at this shitty thing that you can get for this amount of money that was stolen from me, and look what you can actually get by supporting me and the OG idea, so on and so forth. Oh, also, okay, hold the phone. Do y'all know how many of my designs have been stolen? Do you even know that a customer of mine, a very kind and at the time loyal customer, a year later, 2 years later, whatever the time frame was, completely copied our designs and sold it? So, you know, the person was very kind in the messages and was like, I'll go dull the fire, you know, keep doing you, love to you. We ended it on good terms, you know what I'm saying? Like, resolved, to my knowledge. I don't really even know. Like, we didn't really even talk about anything. You know, it was just kind of like, I sent this message to this person and this person replied to just basically say, no, that's not true. But like, if it's not true, then why was it posted? Anyway, now I'm getting to like where I'm trying to bring it home. A lot of small businesses, I think every small business, is working hard to educate their customers and their followers how much it actually costs to make a product. Because we were all raised buying things made by people who were getting paid pennies. People who were working in sweatshops. They were making your clothes, your jewelry, everything. So it was dirt fucking cheap. You know, we've all been trying to educate and stop giving our money to businesses that use sweatshops and don't pay their employees a living wage. And we're getting closer and closer to that. I feel like we're getting closer and closer to being out of that and into supporting small businesses, local businesses, what have you. And a part of educating people is explaining what goes into your product, what goes into running a business. And it's very expensive. It's incredibly expensive. It's even more expensive to do it in California, which is where I live and where we operate out of. So, to conclude, or to get to more of a conclusion, it was just very disappointing to, one, be accused of stealing, and not in a way where this person had contacted us beforehand and like called us on our shit. You know, if this person was like, hey, I think you're ripping off my designs, we would have a conversation and we would both equally come to the mutually, not equally, and hopefully we would hopefully both mutually come to the conclusion that that is in fact not true, whether it be by dates, whether it be by like literally just having a conversation and communicating to this person who I am and what my business is. Instead, they lied, insinuated a lie, insinuated drama, actually. I don't know, like, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't even know what to call it. I'm just going to call it negative because it wasn't positive. And maybe something positive will come out of it, but you know, it's just very disappointing to see small businesses, small brands, independent designers not being a community. And I'm not the type of person who competes. I'm not competing. I'm in my own little world, making jewelry, designing, trying to redistribute wealth, and trying to just have a life full of light and love. Like, that's it. I just wish that, God, it's kind of like I wish I could just take away the number of followers that we have. Because we do get comments all the time, not all the time, but we do get comments of people that are like, you're not a small business. Like, I'm not Target. I'm not Nordstrom. I'm not big. I don't know where you're getting this idea from. And I think you're getting this idea from the number that is on Instagram. But that is not what is happening here. And I guess if anything, I want to just communicate that. I think we should be kinder to each other. And I think we should communicate. And I think we should help each other out. Every small business is working on educating their customer base that the $10, $15, $20 price that you're used to for things doesn't exist in this world, doesn't exist in a small business world. And for a fellow small business to basically say, like, these prices are shit, you shouldn't buy from here, but look at my prices and look at my stuff, you should buy from here instead. What is that? Why are you doing that? If that's where you were really coming from, why are you doing that? We're all trying to eat. But for somebody to even think that I, Maisie Zamra, would even need to steal an idea, would even want to steal an idea, I wouldn't be able to sleep. Like, I am such a sensitive person. Like, I'm literally categorized as a highly sensitive person. It's just not me. I'm just not the one. And like, I get why there's a target on our back because we are successful in this industry. But you gotta stop. You just gotta stop. It's nasty, it's ugly, it's negative. And we're moving into a new era. We're in the age of Aquarius, babies. Like this whole competitive nature and just like I don't even know what words to categorize this as other than negative. It needs to stop. And I hope there's a dialogue from this. I don't even really know how to end this. I'm just looking forward to when we all support each other. That doesn't mean posting different jewelry brands on your story or hyping them up or saying anything, but it just means there's a mutual respect for one another. And if there is something that comes up and there's a design that you see or there is something that you see that you don't feel that great about and you think maybe that person had stolen my idea, communicate. Don't assume. I'm gonna say it because you make an ass out of you and me. I'm gonna end it here. Clearly, my son would like to be fed. Anyway, love and light. Thank you. Mizi Zamra, Miss DALMATA, out.